I've done. Yep. Oh. If I forget you know what? I think should we do her next? Cause who's left? Just I think adult Neptune. I have Compa, and then Neptune Noir and Blonde. I will save Neptune for last. So let's do adult Neptune right now.
I'm Neptune. I never thought I'd meet another me. I can't help but feel a sort of sentimental fate.
Sentimental fates? I mean, I guess suppose. I suppose.
Ta-da! A special present from me for your birthday. I'll give you one bug that you'd like from my specimen book. Just one, though. Don't get greedy.
No, that's okay. You don't have to. Really. Thank you.
It's Christmas, so we should go eat some ham and pie. Come on, let's go to a restaurant together.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. Not bad. Like, I would do that. I would 100%. See, I don't have a problem with adult Well, you know what? Let me say that afterwards. Let's go to the rest.
When the new year rolls around, that means it's time to clean house. I better organize my Nep note, too. Ah! I just broke the seal on one of my bugs on accident. Hey, help me catch it.
No, you can keep. Adult Neptune is different than Neptune. That is the whole thing. That is the whole point I try to stress. For not only because of this, but also because she's an adult. That's a different feel. But anyways, no, adult Neptune, you got it.
Happy New Year! Did you get me a gift? Oh, you don't have that much to give me, huh? Well, hey, let's go visit the shrine. The big one, even. I'm sure they got a lot of donations this season, and the pockets in this jacket are pretty big. Ouch! I'm kidding. I wouldn't do something so blasphemous.
I was surprised. I was like, wait, are you suggesting? But it doesn't sound like her. It really doesn't, especially after what she did in this game. But why are they assuming I don't have money? I mean, I don't. But, like, some of you guys probably do, right? I mean, it's not that I'm... It's Bisha's fault, okay? Bisha's fault.
This is my first time doing this, so I don't really know how this works, but will you accept this chocolate?
You did fine. Alright, maybe I should say, alright, here's the thing. Neptune, in my character ranking, I said that she was a sister. Alright? Here's the main difference, what's encompassed every single thing that I have said about adult Neptune. Adult Neptune would not be a sister candidate, nor could I ever look at her as a sister. She would have to go under the waifu candidate. That is a huge difference from sister, and that is also a different way of looking at the characters. Now, the reason I said what I did is not, and I can't, if I see another comment that says that I was tsundere about adult Neptune, I promise you that it's actually, I wasn't. I'm always honest about what I'm saying. And the thing about her is that I really need to stress that she was a different person. And I needed to make that clear in my own mind as well. Because I do look at, it's like you can't be attracted to your sister. Well, I know there are a whole bunch of animes that say, that have incest and all that kind of thing. But my thing is, if you consider somebody a sister, you're not attracted to them in that kind of manner. Which is why I had to separate Neptune and adult Neptune. Which is why I kept saying she's not Neptune. And all the other stuff that I said. Not because I didn't like her. I did, but in a different way. So, anywho. Oh, and there is also one other thing that had to do with some of the things that I said about adult Neptune. Look, I'm never going to tell you guys that. I'm sorry, but that's just something I can't say. But I hope that clears things up, even though I just probably left a big question in your mind. Apologies, but that's for me right now. I really like adult Neptune, and I hope she's in future games because she can really open up plot points by being able to travel to new dimensions. And not just that, I like her character as well. But Neptune will always be Neptune, the original for me.
Ew, no. You look like a bug that just crawled out of a dumpster. No thanks.
You don't want that? Interesting.
Man, but I worked really hard, transforming from a single rough sketch to debuting in the main game. Still, with this cute face and sexy body, it's my dream to become a series regular. Maybe I'd even become the series protagonist. Ah! They heard that? That was a lie. I was just playing around, okay?
You see, that's the last reason. Because I never want anyone to think that she can replace Neptune. Because she is not Neptune. I think that should help fill in that other last blank. She can't replace Neptune. And when she does try to replace, that wasn't me being tsundere. That was me actually being upset that Neptune was gone from what was originally, if you guys think about it, Neptune, Nepgear, and Uzume they are my 3 favorite characters in the game. Like, when the ranking comes out, you should know that. Like, Neptune and Nepgear, they're still they were always my favorite too. And then Uzume just came and Uzume is different, alright? But the point is that Neptune is, she's the reason I started getting into the series. So when Adult Neptune came, originally I was like, well, I don't like that she's trying to replace Neptune. It's not tsundere. I'm being 100% serious. Like, I actually kind of don't like seeing that when people do say that, because that's not the case. But anyways, hopefully I've finally cleared that up, because I still see comments about it to this day.
The Nep Note is a really convenient device. You can seal something inside and use its special abilities. So, with Krusty, I can just stick her in there and warp to the store or arcade whenever I want. It's super handy.
That is convenient. I mean, how many of us have wanted the ability to just be able to transport to someplace? That's pretty awesome. And again, a big reason why I think we should. That's another reason, actually. I completely forgot. You have Croar. At least from the last thing I saw of you did in the heart dimension. There we go. You have Croar. So you kind of need to be in the games for that. I was gonna say that I do, like I said, I would like for you to be in the future games. I agree with your dream. I hope you get it. I really do. Hey guys, so it's been about 2 hours. No, sorry, not 2. 6 hours since the last thing I said. Let's just say after I ate lunch with my sister, a lot of things happened. I got very busy again. And I'm actually, I won't go into the details, but I just want you to know there was a time gap in case something seems off. Which I'm not sure if the volume is louder right now. I have a standard volume that I record at, so, there is that. But yeah, let's finish up. So let's go back to Compa, or start with Compa.
I'm Compa. I'm a nurse and I work at a hospital in Planetoon. Hi.
Hi, Compa. And yeah, I was looking at that. Her scatterbrained klutz, and her defining trait is her slow, laid-back way of speaking. I was pretty sure that was Plutia. I mean, Compa... I don't think Compa talks too slowly. Laid back? I mean, yeah, but not slow.
Happy birthday! I made a huge feast as a present, so please eat lots and lots.
Oh, I bet Compa's cooking would be really good. That's a treat. That's a treat.
I'd like to spend this Christmas with you. Would that be all right?
I don't know why, but Compa's voice is ringing bells. I mean, I've heard Compa's voice in other animes and stuff like that, but What? I don't know. But, anyways.
The year's almost over already. Let's watch the new year roll in while eating some soba.
Okay, what is soba? So many characters have mentioned that. I could have. Well, no. I'll probably look it up on my own and put it in the screen because, well, yeah, that's just something I do.
Happy New Year! Please take good care of me this year too.
Compas seem very simple, which I mean it fits. Although considering, well, nah, it fits.
This is my special super delicious chocolate. It's your favorite, of course.
What if you didn't like chocolate? Then this whole every single Valentine thing. I just thought about that because when I heard, see, I'm gonna have to look at Uzume's again. I decided that while I was off camera because she was the first person I saw, so my reaction was different. I think when after I've seen when I've seen everybody's, that I'm going back to hers. So
I'm sorry. There's no way I could ever like you. So could you please, get out of my sight immediately?
you see, there's something about just doing it in such a pleasant manner that's, it hurts. It's almost like, instead of your parents say, they're disappointed in you, or yelling or cursing at you, just saying that they're disappointed in you. I don't know. It has much more weight. At least I feel.
I'm often told I'm clumsy, but do I really look it? I may seem like a bit of a klutz, but I'm actually really well coordinated. I didn't get a job in the medical industry just by being cute, you know?
That's actually something I was going to make a comment on, because it's not just her, her medical skills aside, she also, can cook, can do a bunch of other stuff, and she doesn't seem like she's a klutz then, so, But maybe scatterbrained is, because, scatterbrained means, your mind can be somewhere else, so perhaps when she just focuses, she's great. That would make sense.
The syringe I carry around was made for self-defense. Of course, when I attack an enemy, it gives me such a rush to inject them with deadly poison, or a paralyzing agent, or... Huh? What do you mean that's morbid?
And that's one thing, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before. I would not be surprised if Compa one day ended up being somebody like a yandere or something like that, because Compa doesn't show, like, she's smiling nearly all the time. Like, it could very be, like, look at her secondary picture. You could very easily say she's hiding some devious plans in the back of her brain. Plus the small comments she says, like the one she just said right there. And she does carry a giant syringe. That syringe was actually made for self-defense. I'm more curious about who made that syringe, I guess. But, alright. IF.
I'm IF, the lone gust of wind blowing through game industry. I work in the intelligence agency at Planetoon's Basilicom, although I mostly just take care of Nep.
Now, IF's job is interesting. Like, I would... Aside from the game that IF has, which I actually am very excited... of course, Sega fan, like, that's all it's about. Like, I'm not sure if that's a game I'm more excited about. IFs or Blondes? Because Blondes I get to fight. So, I mean, they both have... Why do we have to compare? I'm excited for both of them. But IF is the only one you really hear about. Like, again, I just... Because when Eastwar sent, everyone after Afimojas, it seemed weird for her to say along with IF and Compa. Like, I love IF and Compa, don't get me wrong, and as for Neptune's crew, in the first game, it makes sense. But in this game, I mean, unless... I don't know, especially Compa, since she's a nurse, she... Anywho.
Happy birthday! I'm not sure if it'll be much of a replacement for a well-thought-out gift, but do you want to try climbing the true Neptral Tower with me?
Honestly, I like that. That, you know, I wonder what Noir is going to do. Because if you guys remember, IF was originally one of my only two waifu candidates, along with Noir. But now there's no longer a waifu candidate option because there is one Bae, and she can't be replaced. Like, that's just, you can't replace her. You just can't. But still, I would really enjoy that IF. It's not something you buy. It's just, want to come hang out. That's awesome. I like that.
Merry Christmas! Maybe I should escort you around today. We can see the sights. I might even put on a skirt, if you'd like.
Wow. Wow, really? I mean, not that would I prefer that? I mean, I would prefer IF to just be, what she wants to be. Like, just be yourself. No need to... I mean, I'm probably weird like that, because again, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not. Like, I prefer, like, girls, they don't need makeup. I feel like they don't need makeup, just their natural beauty. That's all they need, alright? And I've grown up with one, so yes, I know that they can look extremely different. But that's my whole point. On my first dates, I always want to go swimming, because you can't change that stuff in the pool. And with the purity of water, which is why I love it so much. Everything comes out to light, and yes, I can actually swim. All right, some of you guys are thinking, oh, you can actually because I mean, there are a lot of people in my family who can't. So you know what? I'm going off topic, but yeah, just be yourself. That'd be cool.
This time of year is always incredibly busy with work. And I'm making time for you that I don't really have. You better be thankful.
Oh, I can imagine. And I would be. Because, I mean, it's New Year's Eve,
Happy New Year. I'm sure we'll get along just fine this year, too.
My bad, guys. I think I pressed the voice clip twice. That wasn't...
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine this year, too.
But alright.
This sort of thing isn't really for me. But I thought it'd be alright if you were the one receiving a gift, so... Here, I got you some special chocolate.
It just works so well. Probably because of the person doing it, but still. Now let's see what this is. Again, the main three. Unlike Compa's, I have a lot more... Again, because Compa, she is always smiling. You can't tell what she's really thinking a lot. They could easily go that route. I don't think they ever will. I mean, that would completely change Compa's character and, well, anywho.
I'd rather eat gum off at the sidewalk than let you take me out. Just saying.
Fair.
My hobby is to climb towers. The tallest one I've ever climbed was 10,000 stories. I'm kind of bummed because it was a pretty mysterious tower, and I'll probably never get to climb it again.
Yeah, I remember that. I also had a very shortened version in the U Action Unleash. That was, even for just 100, I believe it was 100. No, was it 50? I can't even remember, but regardless, that one seemed long.
Huh? I'm not angry at all. Oh, I get it. A lot of people get the wrong impression that I'm cold or distant, but deep down, I actually have a warm and gentle spirit. Honestly, people, if I didn't, how could I be friends with someone like Nep?
Very true. I mean, the fact that she considers herself Neptune's friend, she jokes a lot. I mean, jokes, that's what friends do. Truly. And plus she has had a lot of warm moments, so, she's not cold.